So I've got one of these dining chairs, and it was I sat back on it a bit too much, and I kind of made it bendy at the back. So the problem is it's hard to find an exact dining chair after a few years, so I couldn't even buy a replacement if I wanted to, so I had to try to fix it. Now this was actually falling off before, and now it's been fixed, and I just want to quickly show you how it was fixed. Now there's a couple of things here. So firstly, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I had to break off the fabric here to get to these plates where there were screws in. Essentially all these screws were loose. This one wasn't so loose, but it's more these ones here that were loose. I replaced them with longer screws and used a electric drill to screw in new screws essentially into the wood. And as far as I can tell, that was the main problem. There's also another problem here where these things get loose. You can tighten them, but after a while the wood here can break, and then there's nothing for the thread to hold on to there. So the way that I fixed that was to put in a wall plug that you'd use to put in the wall, and put it into the wood there, and then screw that in there to get that strength back in the wood. And so far, I mean, this is ugly. I'm not going to patch this up because you can't see it once you stand it up again. And I mean, ideally, if you want to make it nice, you could essentially, you could tape it, you could put it back, sew it back, as long as you cut it nicely like that, so that so you can't really see it anymore. Those plates, just cover them up. But honestly, once you flip the chair over, it's invisible. Ooh. And as far as I can tell, the chair now works pretty well. And I would just suggest that if you have chairs like this, that you don't lean back, because there's not a lot holding that. The screws that were actually in there originally were they were the pretty shallow screws holding everything together. If I'm not mistaken, it was this one here. So that was the length of the screws, the 4 in each plate. And I replaced it with some IKEA ones, which were just deeper. So I just put in things like this, and it just goes deeper into the wood. Problem solved.